Doris from LookMazing, and I'm going to be actually showing you my favorite luxury handbags that I own. And these I had been accumulating across many years, so I pulled out all the ones that I still go back to, and I thought I would just show you guys in case if you are interested in investing in a luxury handbag. These are kind of my thoughts on the ones that I have. So if you do have any questions, feel free to leave me comments down below. Otherwise, I'm going to work my way through going from my oldest handbag all the way to the newer ones that I've picked up lately. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first one that I have here is by Louis Vuitton, and this is the Speedy tote, and this one is in the size 30 centimeters, and it's in this Damier Azur canvas print, which I really love because originally I was debating between getting it either in this one or the monogram print, but I wanted something just a little bit different, and I had purchased this over in the summer, so I thought this was a really nice summer print, and I usually bring this bag out for the summer. So I love this because it's very versatile in the sense that you can either use it for the daytime or even if you're going out. I think the capacity is great. As you can see, you can throw all different things in here, shapes and sizes, and it fits very nicely. I would say the only downside, which I had learned after I purchased this, is that while carrying it on your wrist, it does get quite tiring, so I had wished I got it in a strap. Actually, when I purchased this, they didn't come out with the versions that has the strap, but I believe they do now. So, but overall, I just really love the shape and also the print as well. And the handles, I've used them enough that they have changed color over time, so it becomes a much darker shade versus when I first had it, it was in a much more lighter shade. But yeah, over the years, it's worn very nicely. No signs of wear, especially in the corners. They've been holding up pretty sturdy. So yeah, so this is one of my oldest, and I would say it's a timeless and classic silhouette. The next one I have here is my Balenciaga bag, and this is the Giant 21 City in Gold City in the black cherry color. And this was out of, I would say, all my handbags that I had up until to this point, I had opted for either brown or kind of a neutral color. So this was my first color handbag purchase, and I think this is the one that I love so much because the color is so nice and rich, and the hardware is actually quite a statement piece as well. And I know the Classic City has much more of a smaller stud, but I want something a little bit bolder, but it does add to the weight of the handbag. I don't have anything in here right now, but it is quite heavy already, but I would say it balanced out nicely because it does have the shoulder strap. So if I am using this for a longer period of time, I opt for the shoulder strap instead. And overall, I would say it's just such a nice classic shape. I've used it both kind of professionally as well as just casually, so it's a great bag just to go from, I would say, day to night as well. And inside, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Pretty much also quite roomy, and it does come with a little attached mirror, which I think is great. But overall, just a very nice soft bag, and in terms of wear, I would say this one in the corners did tend to wear a little bit more than the Louis Vuitton one, so I don't use this one as much these days, but then I tend to pull it out during the winter time, mainly because of its color. But overall, just a nice, I would say, chic and slightly edgy because of the hardware on there. So the next one I have here is the classic Chanel handbag, and this is in the classic flap, and it has the double flap where inside it has this rich burgundy color, and you can see it's much more, I would say, of a evening bag. I tend to use this more for evening or special occasions, and I had saved up to purchase the Chanel handbag because I know these can be quite expensive, but I would say in terms of all the designer handbags, these are the ones probably to invest in because their value tends to just increase over time. They've had, I believe, 2 price increases since I had this one, and there was an article, I believe, in the Wall Street Journal a long time ago, so if I can still find it, I can link that down below for you guys, but it just is an interesting analysis of why Chanel handbags have appreciated over time. So yeah, so this is just such a classic I would say, iconic silhouette. So if you guys are looking for a Chanel handbag, you definitely can't go wrong with this one. And I love that it's very versatile in terms of wearing it both as a longer strap, or you can double it up and wear it as a shorter shoulder bag. So yeah, overall very, very classic, and I really love. And also I went with the lambskin one, so it does tend to scratch a little bit more easily than I believe the caviar one, and it also comes with gold hardware, so if you guys do like a gold color, that option is also available. So I have another Chanel one here, and this one is in the smaller size, but similar to the other one I just showed you in terms of the flap, but inside it doesn't have the double flap like last time. It's very much for just your essentials. So I got this one because I wanted a small bag for going out. If I didn't want to carry a larger size one, I feel like this is perfect, especially for crossbody. So this has been my, I would say, go-to one for a long time. I swapped in and out of a lot of ones, but this one has been the one that I love the most. So yeah, so this one is in the caviar leather, so it's a little bit more sturdy than the lambskin one, and I opted for a navy color because I had the black one there and just wanted something a little bit different for the smaller size. So the one I have next to show you guys is the Mulberry bag, and this is in the Alexa style, also one of their classic iconic ones. And this one I opted for this python leather and rose gold hardware. This was part of their, I believe, 2012 resort collection, and I didn't own a satchel up until that time, so I really wanted a satchel style bag just to hold a little bit more, I would say, documents, because this is a bag that I used a lot for work. And the only downside was, they had warned me this ahead of time, was that make sure not to wear this bag with denim, because the denim does tend to rub off on this type of leather. So I had only been wearing this more with, I would say, black pants or any dressier outfits, but I love the shoulder strap too. I love that you can take it off and on pretty easily, and the front part of it does come with 3 clasps, so sometimes when you do want to take something out, it takes a little bit more extra effort, but I like that it does keep everything pretty secure. So because the metal has been, I would say, opened and closed a lot, it did get kind of scratched, but I can show you guys the inside. It is quite roomy, and you could put pretty much a portfolio in there, kind of 8.5 by 11. So yeah, so I just think it's a very much a classic look, and I've been wearing this mostly more in the spring summertime just because of its color. So it's a nicer, brighter color to add to my collection. So the next one I have here is the Celine Trapeze Bag, and I pretty much got attracted to this one because of its gorgeous, gorgeous color, and it has the gold hardware, and also one of my requirements is that it has a shoulder strap, and I love that you can detach it. And there's also this extra zipper in the back, which I find really convenient just for slipping in my phone or my card holder. And overall, I would say Celine's iconic bags are their luggage tote and this one right here. And I was debating between the two because the luggage tote is also very, very gorgeous, but I wanted something with a zipper so I didn't have to worry about losing my things or people stealing things from my bag. So as you can see, it's very, very roomy, and if I wanted to put something that was a little longer, I love how on the sides it has these snaps, you can unsnap them, or you can pretty much tuck them in as well, so it becomes more of the size. So yeah, so I just love the versatility and the way you can change up the shape, but also that the leather is also very, very sturdy, so I don't have to worry about babying it too much. But yeah, and I just love the color. It just adds such a statement piece to if you're just wearing a maybe solid color outfit, like an all black outfit. I love kind of pairing it with this handbag. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. So I did go back to Chanel and I got another I would say, one of their iconic styles, which is their boy bag. And I went with the classic black color, and this is also in their lambskin leather, and the hardware is much more of this rugged hardware, but I went for the one with a black face, and it has tiny glitter sparkles in them, which I thought was really unique. And inside you can see that it is quite roomy, so this one pretty much holds all my essentials: phone, wallet, but also holds my camera, which I found to be really great for if I'm traveling. So yeah, so overall this is pretty much comparable to the classic flap one that I showed you earlier, but this one has much more of a edgier vibe, which I find very nice to pair with more casual outfits. I had saved the more classic one to pair with more evening looks, and this one I tend to wear more for like an everyday look. So yeah, so Chanel handbags, I would say, kind of my favorite. Last but not least, I have my most recent one, which is the Givenchy Antigona in the medium size. And if you guys have been following me, this might look familiar because I did feature it in my What's in My Work Bag video, which I will link below. But this has been my, I would say, ideal work bag because of its both classic color, and the leather is super sturdy, and it comes with both the tote, I would say, tote handles, but also the shoulder straps. So depending if I'm going somewhere long and I want to shoulder the bag, I find that super convenient. And in terms of the size, it is a little bit more on the larger side because I had wanted to carry all my essentials in here for both work and personal. So like iPad, yeah, probably not laptop because I don't think it's that strong, but yeah, overall just a classic iconic silhouette that I don't think would ever go out of style, so that's why I invested in this one. But overall, if you guys want to look at it in more detail, I will, link the video for you guys to check out. But otherwise, just a go-to one for me right now. And I have used this casually as well, but I tend to save this more for work. Yeah, so that concludes kind of my, I would say, favorite luxury handbags. And if you guys do have any questions or want to see different types of videos like this, let me know what you would like to see next down in the comments below. And as always, if you guys are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time.